Okay folks, so I've decided to produce these videos as a guide to what we will be doing in maths, so you can know exactly what to write down and you don't have to spend an hour watching me on the live stream. So we're going to start by writing down the title, which is collecting and expanding, and today's date. When you're ready, unpause and we can start the work. Okay, so last time I saw you we were talking about collecting terms together, and we mentioned that terms are the same, they can be combined if they have the same letters and powers. So I'm going to do 2 of these as an example, and I'd like you to do the other 4. So for our first one here, we've got x squared and plus 3x squared, and those 2 have the same power and the same letter, so we can put them together. So we've got 1x squared plus 3x squared, that's going to give us 4x squared. Secondly, we've got a 4x and a minus 2x, so plus 4 minus 2, that's overall 2. We can combine those together, they have the same letters, plus 2x. And that's it. We wouldn't be able to simplify this any further because the letters, or the powers rather, are different on x squared and x. So we wouldn't make that into like 6x cubed or anything. Leave them separate. Our second one here, we've got some ABs, so 5AB plus 3AB, that's going to give us 8AB, and 6B minus 2B, that's going to give us plus 4B. Okay? Have a go at the next 4, pause the video, and then when you're ready, unpause it. I'm going to put down the answers in 3, 2. Okay, so here's what you should have got. One thing that catches people out is this one here, with the BC and the CB. The order of the letters doesn't actually matter. They're still alike terms if they've got exactly the same letters and the same powers, and these both have B and C, so we can combine them together to create 4BC. Similarly with this second question here, you've got YZX and you've got YXZ and you've got XYZ. They're all the same term because they all just have a single X, a single Y, and a single Z. Whereas with 6, you've got like AB squared, the B is squared, and A squared B, the A is squared. They're different terms. Okay, let's carry on. So the second thing I wanted to mention was expanding brackets, and when you expand brackets, we want to multiply the terms that are inside the brackets by the terms that are outside. We did this a little bit in year 7, but we're going to assume from scratch. So I want you to write down expanding brackets as a title, and we'll copy out this example. Maybe you can pause at any time if you need to catch up. So I'm going to do 7 times 5n. It's going to give me 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times n, well, and n as well. And then I'm going to do 7 times plus 6, so that's going to give me plus 42. And that's it, that's your bracket expanded. What about this second example? 3p times p. So I'm going to go 3, and then p times p is p squared. And then that's it for that first bit. Then I'm going to do 3p times minus 3. So it's going to be a minus. 3 times 3 is 9. And then p. So 3p squared minus 9p. And that's as far as we get. So I'd like you to copy down those 2 examples. And then unpause when you're ready. And then here's some questions to try that out. Okay? Write them down. And write down what your answer would be. I'll just do the first as an example here. We would have 4 times x, 4 times 5, and we get ourselves 4x plus 20. Okay, so unpause, have a go at the last 6. And we're going to see the answers in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so most of these are fairly straightforward. Should end up with your last one being that 8p minus p squared, and we've got n squared plus 5n there. Tick them up and unpause when you're ready to move on. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine these 2 things together, and we're going to expand and simplify. And again, we did look at this briefly in year 7, but we're going to look at this from scratch. I'm going to do 2 examples here. Again, I'd like you to copy out the examples as I'm doing them, and then there's a few questions for you to try at the end. And then that's it. So let's look at our first one here. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand each bracket separately. So I'm going to go 4 times 3x, that's 12x. 4 times 5, that's minus 20 because it's times minus 5. Then I'm going to do 2 times 5x which is going to give me plus 10x. Then I'm going to do 2 times 4, which is going to give me plus 14. So you can see what I've got here is some terms that I can collect together. So I've got 12x plus 10x, and that's overall going to give me 22x. And I've got minus 20 plus 14. Be careful with that one. So we're starting at minus 20, we're adding 14 to it. That's overall going to give me minus 6. And that's it, that's fully simplified. Okay, let's look at one more here. And there's a little bit of a trick with this one. So we're going to start with g times g. That's going to give me g squared. G times plus 4. That's going to give me plus 4g. And then we're going to do minus 2 times g for the second bracket. That's going to give me minus 2g. And here's the one that catches people out. Minus 2 times minus 6. Now minus times a minus is a positive, so that will give you plus 12. Loads of people will write minus 12 there. Don't be that person. Collect our terms together. So we've got a g squared, and there's no other g squareds there, so that's just going to stay the same. Then we've got plus 4g minus 2g, which will give us overall plus 2g. And then finally, we've got a plus 12. That doesn't look like it's actually visible to me. Let's go to orange. Plus 12. And that's it. That's as far as we can simplify. We can't combine together different letters or numbers. So g squared and g and 12 will have to stay separate. So those are the two examples. Make sure you've got those copied down. And here are some questions to try. Again, I'll do the first one with you. So we're going to do 4 times x and 4 times 3. That's 4x plus 12. We're going to go 2 times x and 2 times minus 4. That's minus 8. Then we're going to collect our terms together. So 4x plus 2x is 6x. And plus 12 minus 8 is plus 4. Okay, so pause the video here. Try the, what have we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions to try, and then unpause when you want to see the answers. I'm going to unpause in 3, 2, 1. So the first one, as we already said, we've got 6x plus 4. Second one, you should get yourself to 25x plus 63, and there's a plus 15 at the end there. Third one, we're going to get ourselves to 8x plus 10. Fourth one, to 20x squared minus 3x. Fourth one, 15g squared plus 18g minus 16. And the fifth one, 12t squared minus 8t minus 8. Give yourself a mark out of 6, and you're done for today. Homework has been set, it's in the team, so take it from there.